Hello and welcome back to Void War. We are coming back to this game because they have just added in planetary invasions in the new beta. We are playing on the beta build, so, you know, things might get a little bit messy, but they've added in an incredible set of new encounters where you actually leave your ship and go down to planets and invade the planets instead. So I really wanted to check it out. We're going to be playing as Kios 991, the cybernetic lord. And we're going to pick up the Trilobite ship. This is the last ship that we were on that we haven't sort of beaten the game with. It is a robot ship. For those of you who don't know this game, it is very much like FTL, faster than light, but what I would consider to be a 2.0 version. It focuses a bit more on all of your units, which have special inventory slots now, so they can get different upgrades as you go. There's a lot more boarding combat ship instead of just like shooting at each other, which FTL is a bit more focused on. And all the ships play pretty differently. For the most part, we have on this guy, resting, heals an extra HP, does not stack. So unlike FTL, there is no med bay. You have to just like heal a little bit from jump to jump. We start with a displacement field emitter, which teleports all crew in a target room to an opposing ship, and a penetrator, which pierces shields, but then does a little bit of damage. So the thought I have with this build, and with this ship, and hopefully what we can do, is really focus on breaking down the shields with the penetrator and then just stealing all the crew over, transporting them up to us, and then killing people with our combat husks, our machine slaves. We also have a machine priest, which prevents target systems from being repaired for 20 seconds. So if we break the shield, we can then focus it down with a technovirus and ensure that we can do whatever sort of damage we need. Don't remember this game. Is this the FTL one? It very much is. We're going to play on Torment 8, because that's the last time, that's where we've last been. It's a difficult game. It gets very hard. It starts, I would argue, easier than FTL, but then as the Torment levels build up and up and up and up, it gets harder and harder. The God King has fallen. Earl again, hello, good morning. The Empire is in disrepair. Brothers fight against brother as the ruinous cults sweep through the stars. The very fabric of reality trembles before the onslaught of demonic swarms. Deep within the Imperial core worlds, one final hope exists to rekindle the flames with the Vault of Souls. To the Empire, you are a blasphemer. To the cults, you are a heretic. Trust no one. Let no one stop you from bringing the renegades of this forsaken realm to their destined annihilation. I tell you what else. I'm going to move you guys just over here, so we can say hi to you when we need to. We can give you a little bump up. All right. I'm pretty happy with this looking ship. It's a fine looking ship, if I may say so myself. We have more power than we need. We got some upgraded life support systems. Lots of good juice. What I'd love to get is a husk bay, which allows us to sort of spawn more of these guys. We are in an Imperial system, which I'm fine with. Merchant Shaman, Merchant Mercenary Broker, Merchant Ordnance Expert. I'm probably going to go for him. We have a shipyard. We have an abstract wound. All sorts of goodies. It's been a couple of months since we last played this, so I'm curious how we're going to do today. Squadrons of Raider clan ships are clustered around a right dwarf, preparing to jump. Yeah, see, like, there's a lot of guys on this ship. They've got a bolt cannon and a disruptor, so our shields won't last super long here. This homie's just on doors. And you're on scanners. Interesting. Okay. They're coming to us. You know what? I'm okay with that. We're gonna knock those shields. And then while they're down, let's displace the two of them. And hit that with the Technovirus as well. You know what, man? That's a husk and a Corsair. What I could just do is cause them to get pulled out. That Raider! Oh, it looks like he had his own teleporter already, so. Fortunately, our poor shields got buckled here, so I'm a bit worried about that. Let's grab this guy. Double miss. Wow. Things I would not have expected that early. This guy is holding up way better than I thought he would. So I think I'm just going to pull someone back to help deal with him. Oh no, they are both there. They were just hiding together as friends. How sneaky. All right, I tell you what, let's go return to stations, except this guy's going down here. I'm gonna grab the two of them, pull them off those shields. Can I get any oxygen in there? Man, we are getting tore up. I'm already lost to combat husk because I didn't realize where they displayed. We gotta restart this. We gotta. It's a rough start. It's a rough start. When you're back out of the game for a while and you haven't played it for a bit, oh boy. Let's get ourselves better here. Can't be losing a combat husk in literally the first encounter. That's a disaster. The music's pretty loud. We can turn it down a bit. It's just such a banger is the problem. Ooh, weird. If you right-click the screen, it moves around. Now, my poor shields. Oh! Interesting. Okay, they teleported me to the other side. It's a bold play there, Cotton. Alright, we missed with our shield break, which is a little unfortunate. What room is that? No, that's their command throne. Honestly, that is not the worst place for us to be missing from right now. God dang it. I mean, if they're gonna insist on constantly pulling us across, I think I better hit us with that before we lose him. We've already lost the guy here. All right, this is not a good start to our morning here. This is a rough old start to the morning here. Rise of Silica Amatus, abominable intelligence. This is a tough ship to use. All right, homies are coming in hot right here on top of our combat husk, which is good. Good grief. Straight into the shields. Asteroids pulling us apart. I can't displace my own guys, can I? No, I didn't think I could. I'm gonna have to go over the shields first, but what I really would like to do is get somebody over there messing them up as quick as possible. All right, so we'll pull that. And then we'll pull that. And what I'm going to do here is just drain all the oxygen I can from here, so that they know what's up. I want them to understand the danger they're in. These poor asteroids are also doing quite a number on us right now. All right, their weapons are down, so that's good. These guys are shockingly being difficult to deal with. Can I just place all three of them over here? All right. Well, the gang's all here now. That's the good news. Bad news is they really just want to move over to my shield systems, so... Guys, come on. Can you not move, like, there instead so he doesn't have to get auto-attacked so badly? Yeehaw! All right, let's get these closed up so we can get a bit of oxygen back. You and you can go over here. We got scrap. We got munitions. Get back to our stations. Whew. Spicy. Unnecessarily spicy, I would say. I think what we might need to focus on is not pulling everybody off the ship, but just seeing like what we can focus on to do some damage. And also, like, definitely getting a second set of shields up pretty much right away. I don't know where we're going to pull that from. The displacement field emitter is kind of the only spot I could, unless I, like, drop the oxygen. We'll figure that out. I was playing Magic the Gathering last night, and my opponent roped out 5 times. What deck were you playing? I have no idea what the decks are in Magic the Gathering anymore. I haven't played it since, like, 1995. A white mini deck? I guess that would be my guess. Slogging through finishing Age of Wonders. Got 3 to 4 different win conditions at the moment coming up. Beacons of Unity with powerful allies. Nice. Binding your Gold Wonder with the Age of Astral backup. Excellent. Excellent. Yo, crushing it. Crushing it. Just a couple of turns away. You arrive at an old Imperial shrine. Its structure is worn and its solemn presence commands respect. We'll pledge ourselves. All crew restore 10 hull integrity and shrine activated. Honestly, great bonus for us coming out of that first fight. Getting tore up while we figure out the difference. A citadel of the Imperial cult. No, we don't have 15 scrap to give. I don't know if that would have done anything for us. Honestly, there's nothing good for me to get really from this ordnance expert. So I think let's just go for a node. Start dunking some dweebs. This whole ship is husks. What do they have? Bolt cannon and a disruptor. I'm gonna do that. We can live without shields for a little bit. Oop. Nice. Oh my god, and an asteroid hit their weapons bay. I'm gonna just... Dang, I did not get that fire out quick enough though, unfortunately. I'm gonna have these 2 combat husks just go get to work. And I'm gonna need some more oxygen back on this place, so... I find it very funny how it always seems like they get teleported back to this room specifically. And I don't know if that's always the case. But it does seem like it at the moment. Yeah, they do always get pulled back here. Interesting. The displacement emitter also does damage to them. So unfortunately, the old asteroids there are just gonna pop them open. I'm gonna grab that extra reactor unit right now so that we can keep everything online instead of just some things. And then we'll keep boogieing. A blue counter deck. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's very annoying to fight in Magic, for sure. Geo, you're just playing a U5, still learning the game. Food costs just skyrocket without any clear reason why. Have to figure that out. The access to food slider is killing you. There are some things you could do, like building irrigation in rural locations is really good. Building granaries will help you a lot out with that too. So, later in the game, typically in like the 4th era onwards, food starts becoming a big difficult commodity in EU. And so you do always need to like make sure that you're producing just enough food, wheat, grains, stuff like that. Got a hero with a level 4 javelin. She wasn't even the main champion, and man, she does work. Javelins are mean. Yeah, javelins are super mean. I'm gonna construct a husk. I forgot that I could do this in shipyards. Because now I can actually focus on having someone down here on the guns. You know what? I could actually focus on having both of you guys on the guns. I don't know that we necessarily need someone on sensors, you know? If we do, they can come in little bits at a time. An extremist group has infiltrated a local space colony and is threatening to blow the fusion pylons responsible for maintaining the colony's orbit. Without the pylons, the colony would fall into the dwarf planet below, unleashing a tidal wave of nuclear fire that would sweep across 2/3 of its habitable landmass. Recent Imperial census shows a local civilian population of almost 20 billion. All right, let's contact them. When the Empire, where was the Empire when the raiders came to slaughter our brothers and enslave our sons and daughters? When our hydro fields dried up and our nutrient vats set empty, all our prayers have fallen on deaf ears and we have had enough. I mean, we are all machine slaves. I have one machine priest. Violence does solve a lot of things, but let's remind them of their faith in the Immortal King and his plan. Yes, the Immortal King has not abandoned us. We must not give up. The extremist liaison is overcome with emotion. He convinces the group to turn themselves in. The colonists celebrate you as a hero and donate what they can to your cause. One of them joins your crew. Nice. Good Imperial citizen. You know what? We're going to put him there. Husks on the unimportant jobs. Fantastico. Transport vessel detected. So opportunity to get a crew member there. But I'm feeling pretty crewed up right now. Did all that. Your market is selling food, but the individual province food cost is insane. Take a look at a different run. That is surprising. I'm not sure. It might just be that food is really valuable. You could see where, I don't know, food costs are selling to. It might be that other countries are just buying up all your food. Increasing your trade presence would help you guarantee that you get the food first. Technocult vessel. Let's intercept the Imperial ship. I want to help out our fellow Technocultists wherever I can. Seeing as that's definitely our main vibe right now. I don't think these guys can break my shields. That's good news. Let's do that, and that. Boop. Oh yeah, buddy. No problem here. Oh, you just stole one of them. snuck out at the last second. I guess I don't want to do like that much damage to their guns. Oh my god. They might get those shields back online, but maybe not. It is funny how much they do try to run. Oh, this is a great system, as long as I time it properly. Like, the displacement field emitter basically stops one room from being online. Ooh, wow. Okay, that guy is an Imperial enforcer. Yeah, we'll have you help. Oh, let's just move you out right now. $14 scrap. The Technocult vessel hails you. Acquisition of Class 9 artifacts successful. 10 of 10 objectives met. We will consider enlisting your aid in the future. 18 scrap metal and a grenade launcher. Kills explode, dealing 10 damage to enemies. 1 DPS and 1 DPS extra in large rooms. Like... do these guys have equipment slots? Oh yeah, they for sure do. Kills explode is really nice. It's this guy who has them too, so he's more likely to stay in here longer. We are still like, man, even with the rest of the circadian stabilizer, we're taking a lot of damage here. We could heal up in that shipyard, but... is that what we want? Here's the thing, if I just like jump twice, I basically heal the full anyway. I think we can keep rolling. I believe. Your game stacked 2 gold wonders in the corner of the map on top of each other, separated by cave entrance. Nice. Mundo, good morning. The warring is going well. We had a couple of false starts, but now we've got a bit of rhythm underneath us. Starry-eyed enlightenment triggered, giving you 100% knowledge. Nice. I love when that one happens. Corrosive gases blanket the region, overwhelming your ship's atmospheric recyclers. Suddenly, an Imperial warship slips through the haze and begins firing at you. A radium blaster and a retributor. Again, I don't think they can get through my shields here, so we should be okay. I have some confidence. The biggest issue is we do have corrosive gas. Now, you have poison resistance. These guys do have some poison resistance, but it's still not, like, good for us. It still certainly makes ouchies. So let's vent what we can here. The poison does do some like after effect damage as well. Yeah, it's by far our biggest risk. You know what? We'll probably just blow this ship up. If we can. I could just let poison gas stay in that room. And then if anybody comes in, they get poison gas to death. I mean, that's kind of what's happening in their shield room right now, I think. Currently, there's no oxygen in there, so what if I just, like, stole a scribe? Yoink. do kind of feel like we should upgrade doors ASAP. It seems like this build works very well for door shenanigans. And the longer you can keep them doorless, the better. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now that poor guy, unfortunately, is going to have to leave there, so I guess... Okay. I'd argue that worked. Two more guys are back here. I gotta get back on this door if I want them to die from poison and everything else. How much damage does this do? Not a ton. Did they get the poison through here? No, they didn't. Okay, we're fine. We can keep displacing them. Everybody can return to their stations. He says. We'll vent there and there. I am going to have to probably vent that as well. What I can't entirely remember is like how much poison travels. Or if at all, really. Not really, no. Excuse me, young man. What? The hell? Why did both of them die? Did he explode on death? Dudes, you gotta be kidding me here. That's brutal. Wow. Okay. So that's pretty bad. I've lost all my combat ability. Transport vessel. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do that now because I desperately need more crew. Standard how we doing? What I do with the channel points, I turned them off today because we're doing the big charity stream later. Crazy how little game like FTL inspired so many cool games. Yeah, yeah. Here's a bunch of techno-cultists. Oh, with a chest. Here's a question. Can I displace a chest? Radium blaster. You also have a displacement field emitter. That's trouble. Missed. So he can't kill me, but also I can't really kill him, so. This was the guy that killed me. Yeah, okay. Flux Priest explodes on death 20. I'm just an idiot and I didn't see that happening. It's only a husk in there right now. Sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh, I meant to do that and I didn't. Okay, we're okay here. I mean, this ship has so little HP. I could just hit it a few times. I'm curious to see if that works. Oh, it did. Oh, that rules. All right, well, that's obviously going to break now. So I'm probably going to want my main commander here. You are absolutely not jumping out, young man. You know what I should have done is I probably should have just destroyed the life support on their ship. Would have made a lot of sense. Now, this Flux Priest is going to die and explode on death, and he will kill a husk if he does that. He will not kill the commander. I'll let this guy out. Put this guy in. No, 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 no. And no, 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 young man. Thank you very much. Everybody back to your stations. That worked okay. Certainly could have been worse. I forgot to upgrade my doors. You come across an ancient and elaborately decorated Imperial starship drifting in space. It's a casket ship, a burial custom particular to high-ranking nobles of the Empire. Because we have that one Imperial citizen, we can retrieve the relic. Deep within the ship, you discover a small vaulted chamber built around a large stone fountain. One of your crew peers deep into the rippling waters before reaching in, drawing forth an ancient blade. Ooh, +2 DPS, +3 against a demonic. Yo, that is very good for our Capitano. Because demons in the command room are trouble. Crew contracts and equipment. Yeah, we're going to go straight for this mercenary broker before I spend any money. Hello, friend. What do you got? Imperial marshals, Imperial enforcers, Gorgothian legionaries, death cultists, a bunch of Imperial citizens, an eviscerator, 2 DPS, 1 DPS in small rooms. Kills restore life. Immunity to fire. Damn, dude, that would also be really good on that commander. You have poison and suffocation and repair speed. What do we have here? Immune to fire, deals double damage in rooms on fire. Okay. Fire resistance, immune to poison. Fire resistance. That guy's $65 reduce. Which means I can't get everything here. If I want this as well. I do think this is really extremely good on him. Which don't leave me with a lot of money, honey. I suppose the Imperial enforcers are at least, you know, good fighters. With fire resistance too. I mean, maybe we could be some sort of fire team if things keep going sideways on us. We'll put that enforcer down here on weapons. Actually, we'll put both of you down here. Will I, or will I put you on shields and bring that Imperial recruit down? No, we'll leave that husk there. Are we going to lose the watch streak? I don't think so. Grenade launcher. Yeah, we had a grenade launcher, but we lost it. The abstract wound we definitely don't want to hit because that just ups the difficulty. 2 breach charges. Ooh. Okay. Tools. I don't imagine I really want to use those anywhere. Reports of a rogue Imperial commander in this system. You maneuver towards a nearby protoplanet, discover a small hangar hidden on the surface. Upon approaching the hangar, several mines detonate and do 1 hull integrity. You receive an anonymous transmission. Stop following me. All right, well. Bit of a bust. Let's go to a Technocult sector for sure. For sure to be sure. And our first planetary assault. Dudes, I cannot wait to check that out. No Technocult shrine. Tell him to stop following me. Imperial ship attacked by raiders. We'll attack the raiders. Immune to suffocation. Door break speed. What do these guys have? An energy beam and a disruptor. So again, I don't think they can actually hurt me. I know he's immune to suffocation, but nobody else is. So I'm kind of wondering, what if I just do that and then that? And then I'm going to do like that. And I'm actually just going to displace this. Just because it'll break it. You know what? This guy's almost dead. Didn't realize this does 2 hull damage per shot. This penetrator is really good. Now that the raider ship has been dealt with, you hasten to contact the Imperial ship. He ejects a small supply crate with a Purify. Grant immunity to debilitating effects to all crew members for 10 seconds. No, I don't think I have a Psyker is the only problem. Not really this build. Planetary assault. You arrive near an Imperial colony world. Surface scans indicate the presence of storage vaults inside a poorly maintained fortification. The colonial garrison is attempting to repel your presence with their surface-to-orbit batteries, but their meager sensor net will be insufficient to detect any infiltration attempts. Deploy infiltrators. Oh, cool. Okay, so here's the thing. They have a bunch of Centurions. An energy beam and a disruptor. They, again, cannot actually hurt me. What if I just sat in orbit and stole all your chests? You do have a shield battery. Oh, this is nice. This is low-key kind of hacks. 43 scrap metal. Oh, this rules. I like this map. Attack their O2. Yeah, they would probably die if I attacked their O2. That's a great question. I guess I could also technovirus that. Because it doesn't seem like there's any... like there's no HP on a fortification. But I like your thought. What if we just killed all of them? Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I made a big, huge mistake. I made a very big, huge mistake. Uh-oh, spaghettios. I just can't do that there. I tell you what, you're gonna have to move, I think, there. We'll put you on the ship. Close that door. Dang it. Like, I could just jump, but I don't know what I'm jumping into, so. Glad you're doing well in other areas of the game. The Unity Beacon countdown won't start. Should win anyway. Nice, dude. Grats, grats, grats. I mean, honestly, letting them through here and here is not the worst. They took enough damage here that we can handle them. And, you know, we still heal really well, so. Lights the place on fire, does he? If only I was immune to fire. Oh, oh, oh. Technovirus? Excellent. Now the real challenge begins. How long does it take for me to burn out all their oxygen? Not that long, it wouldn't seem. I just got to make sure that we keep that fired. Dude, I love that the penetrator doesn't use ammo. It's like having a permanent missile. I mean, I know it only does shields 1, but still. There we go. That should do it. Blug, I'm dead. Blug, I'm also dead. Okay, so you don't get anything extra. That makes sense. I tell you what, let's upgrade the doors. I am very tempted to upgrade the doors twice. On this ship? I think it tracks. We picked out Purify and Shattered Regions. Summon an enchanted sword. Okay. In times of need. Travel through space. Your ship picks up a strange energy signature. Following it, you arrive at a Technocult shrine. Explore the shrine. Ocular laser implants. +2 DPS to all machine priest units. Stackable. Hi. You're a machine priest. You're my only machine priest in the engine room. But now you do 5 damage. You also have a weapon slot. That's pretty nuts, actually. Reichland, hello. I like that that's stackable. Like, what if you just had 3 of these and you had a bunch of machine priests who were absolute gods? Corrosive gas is detected. Now, poison is not my best thing. Why don't we skip that guy? Technocult. Awesome. They've got chests here. They also can't break my shields. They do have subhusks, though. Positron barrier detected. Does that mean I cannot break your shields? Well, it will require me to hit. Oh, he has 2 levels of shields. So this actually requires me to fire one of those and then one of those. And have them hit, not miss. We're learning. There we go. And if we technovirus that as well. Hit it with another penetrator. And then I want that shield. Or that chest. Fortress shield, 20 HP, minus 25% move speed. Homies can't open stuff while in combat. That's good to know. Just in general. Preparing to jump. No, not on my watch, you ain't. I got my chest. I got all I wanted. You can get 12 munitions or Purify and 8 scrap metal. I guess we'll take the Purify and 8 scrap metal. Imperial recruit can have that. So could this enforcer? No, it's a tool. I guess we'll give that to the tech priest. Gives him an extra 20 HP. He's now 70 and 5. Honestly, I think this is where we're teleporting people. Well, let's put the tech priest down here. And see if we can't pick up a few more tech priests. This is a Technocult sector, so. Imperial recruit, Imperial sorcerer, Ghoul Magus. Demonic Psyker. Etheric Gate. Coagulate. Cast a projectile that repairs all breaches in target room and repairs 1 system damages. Automatically sacrifices nearest thrall to repair 1 additional system damage in target room. That's really nice. Med drones, antidotes, repair drones. Not what I was hoping for here. You can't say machine priest. You got to call it something legally distinct. No, I can't say tech priest. I think machine priest is legally distinct. This guy costs 100 scrap to buy. Oh, dude. Woof. Immune to poison. Poison slowly heals. Moves very slow, but can summon bloat mites. For 10 scrap, I mean, it could be worth it. I'm going to sell off that purify. I think I'm going to sell off these breach charges for 1 gold each. I could sell this purify and get an Imperial sorcerer, but like, what am I really doing there? Getting a fireball? Fireball. I think we're just gonna sell everything. I don't think I really want this. I will buy an emergency 2 repair drones. You know what? I will do that. Mostly because like if a breach seals here, it's really, really bad. Like if you breach the oxygen room and you don't have someone who's immune to suffocation, it's very hard to fix it. All right, and we're a ways off anything here, so what in the heck am I upgrading? 100, 120, 140 for shields if we want shields level 3. We don't really have anything for like missiles right now, so. What about Tinker Pastor? I like that. Arrive in a system and immediately find yourself in the middle of a massive Corsair fleet action performing a raid on an Imperial starship manufacturing complex, and you're caught in the middle of it. Let's defend the complex. Big doors in this place. Flare cannon and a storm cannon. This guy can actually break my shields. Not only that, he has level 2 shields, so. Miss. Double breach on the engine room, on the weapons room. Kind of hoping that would not be that bad, but I'm seeing now it is. Just to move you out temporarily. Husk, are you going to be okay with that breach? Sure. I want to stay in this place. This might not be a fight that's worth it. Bit TBD at the moment. All right, that's their shields buckled. There's their weapons down. Oh, dude, you got to get in there. Really don't want my Hex Priest dying. Okay. Well, we took a bunch of damage, but the ship certainly didn't. Oh my god, there's more fights. We'll go for a small Corsair vessel. Energy beam 2 and a thunder cannon. Okay, they can't break me. Whew. Swing and a miss. All right, well, the next shot's going to blow up their ship, so. These guys all have, like, a lot of suffocation resistance. Maybe. If that destroys it entirely. Okay, well, you missed, so let's just blow up their ship. I'm not messing around here. More Corsair reinforcements arrive, and soon the Imperial forces are overwhelmed. You are forced to retreat. Rude. Dude, so let's get some upgrades. That shields 3. Keep us nice and safe. Can I open doors to make oxygen spread faster? Would that work? I think it works like that as well. I know it drains oxygen faster if there is an active breach, but I thought it refilled as well. A couple of med drones. I certainly won't complain about that. Who is this guy? You can't equip it. What about this guy? Okay. Healing up decently en route here. You encounter a Technocult armada as the jump node. These caravans are assembled by machine priests returning from treasure hunting expeditions. It'll be impossible to take on the entire fleet at once, but there may be a chance to remain undetected and pick off one of the prize vessels. Because I have a machine priest, I can lure in a random vessel. Among your crew is a Technocult machine priest. They spoof an ident code of another vessel within the caravan requesting assistance. It approaches to dock with your ship in response. You quickly assault it, overwhelming the surprised machine cultists within. The remaining vessels flee, but you are left with a bunch of scrap and a fusillade 2. Projectile count 7. Wow. So if I just want to blow up a ship, I think that's the answer. Holy smoking backsides. I'm trying to save up some cash here. Beautiful day in the star system, and you are a horrible warp goose. You ever play the game Star Goose? It's one of my favorite games on MS-DOS growing up. Highly recommend it. You are confronted by raiders with tasty, tasty loot. Okay, I gotta break their shields first before I can nab that. These guys cannot hurt me, though. Swing and a miss. Got it. So we just give that a little stop. Take them down all the way and then grab our chest. Grab our chest. Grab our chest. How many times are we going to miss this shot? Don't get those shields back up. 3 misses? Unbelievable. I gotta try to time this now. Right. Never mind. There was no way for me to get that. Well, sometimes you get the RNG and sometimes the RNG gets you. Nothing of value down here. Okay, we've got crew contacts, equipment, and psychos, and we got systems, modules, and templates. I'm gonna go for systems, modules, and templates. See what these guys got for us. Upon repairing a system, friendly crew gains immunity to debilitating effects. Call upon a demon hound or friendly crew fires 3 missiles at random enemy ship systems upon activating a consumable. Huh. Stun enemy crew ignoring shields. Can target own ship. That could be useful. Slows all crew on enemy ship. Like if I could stun guys as they're running through our suffocation system. I guess let's put it in there in a big room. You know, unfortunately, that's kind of all the value I got out of this place. I'm gonna have to grab another reactor unit just to get him online. And then we'll have to get out of here. War cult or blood cult? I feel like blood cult. I think war cult is like better at fighting, so. A gore shrine. Ship armaments and systems. Crew contacts. We find some arc talons. 1 DPS, 1 DPS in small rooms, 2 DPS while nearby ship systems. Well. That's a +4 against everything. For you. So I'm going to give that to you. And I guess I'm going to give this guy a Blessed Blade. Decent chance we come in against some demons here. But this guy's doing 10 damage against demons right now. Honestly, pretty good. Pretty good. A defunct starship armament production facility here can be reactivated, but the machinery requires chem fuel. We're not using munitions. You restart the machinery using missile propellants. The production line fumbles and fabricates a starship-grade armament before grinding to a halt. A kinetic lance. Ooh, I love lances. They start pre-charged. Ignore shields. Creates hull breach. Slows crews. Minor crew damage. Creates multiple breaches in the target room. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, you only get 2 shots with them, but I only have 19 scrap right now. But I want to see what systems this guy has. Storm cannon, radiant blaster, displacement field emitter. Launch bays, auto surgeons, siege beams. Part of me is starting to think about like, well, how am I going to deal with things like the final boss already? So if you own Games Workshop, you would just give this game the rights, change the names of everything. I know, but that is not their MO. This fuse light sells for 60. I mean, it fires 7 shots, which is, it's pretty nuts. I don't even have any munitions right now. Like, I could sell this and buy an auto surgeon or a launch bay. I just don't know that I want to be launching at the enemy. Radiant blasters do crew damage, but not regular damage. I don't think I'm buying anything here. Auto don't think I'm buying or selling anything here. All right, we're up against some stinky boys. Death cultists immune to poison. What is this room? Bombards enemy ships with poison, pierces one layer of shields. But have I got news for you? Corruption beam. Future factor, disruptor. If you hit me with everything, I guess you could pierce with that shot if you timed it really well. Why did I lose vision here? Okay. I'm going to penetrate that room for sure. No, these guys can summon a lot of rot spawn on me. And they are going to do exactly that. Okay, it's a lot of poison. How are these guys for suffocation? They're okay. Let's take their weapons offline. This room's fine. This room is fine. I'm actually willing to open that door so they don't break it. You have poison resistance. You also have suffocation resistance, though, so we could go, like, one way or the other here. It doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, you're gonna have to leave this room. Rapid decompression. Achievement unlocked. Vent at least 10 enemy crew out of an airlock. God, there's a lot of stank gas. Really like to do is get these doors back closed up. Would also love to see where their crew is. Okay, they're there. You keep getting poisoned in here, which is not the most convenient for me. Okay, okay. Close, close, close. Close all doors. You can get back on door patrol. And then I just got to grab the two of these guys. As strange as it was, I still think that was my best option. 5 munitions and incendiary missiles. I mean, I guess we'll get that just because we can probably sell it off somewhere. Everybody is back in their stations. Let's get the heck out of this stink star. The penetrator of rooms. I don't know. That's what I like being called. I don't know about that. Corsairs. I'm gonna carve you up. Are you gonna carve me up? Magnetic Pulse 2 and a Hull Ripper. You might cart me up, actually. Let's take those weapons offline. Let's take them entirely offline if we can. Penetrator's going to need a little bit of help here. Okay. We'll go like that. Missed. Perfect. A little extra fire on him as well. You gotta love that. That's not going to be able to land until we penetrate that again. Well, these rooms are already empty. We might as well just hit them again. Swing and a miss. Okay, not ideal here, boys. We got to work on our accuracy. Actually, low-key kind of shocked on how bad we are at hitting things. Power up the kinetic lance again. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. This guy's gonna get away for sure. Unless that kinetic lance gets its hit. I keep forgetting we have terror blasts. I can stun that guy in the knocked out room. My shields! My precious shields. Stunned on shield repair. That's not great. Not ideal. Oh my god, so many things on fire all of the time. Fuselage, thank you. Let us leave this place. It is foolish. Corrosive gases in the next sector. Now, these guys got missiles. They've got a mag pulse, a devastator beam, and a gladius missile. All right, they don't have the worst missiles, is the good news. How do I want to deal with them? Also, why didn't my rooms fill back up with oxygen when I jumped? That seems nuts. Just gotta take those shields out and try to keep them down. Oh, can you also terror blast that? Breached and on fire. Ooh, my engines though. All right, these dudes are basically chumped already. Dang it. I think that's all their crew. Okay, there's one guy left. Oh, no, he's dead. Fence, 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 fence. Can we just get our oxygen back for a brief second? Can even swap onto that guy. And we're good to go. Ooh. I'm gonna have to skip the merchant if I want to go for a major threat. I do feel like I have shields 3. So it's possible. Mag pulse, thunder cannon, bolt cannon, and a saber missile. Homie, you got a lot of guns here, and I don't particularly like that. You also have extremely few crew, though. Nasty. Oh, really? That sucks. Because I guess this won't work. Yeah. No, you know what? Let's charge them up again. We're gonna have to just tank a hit or two. Perfect. Perfect. Can we stun them in that room with no oxygen? Okay, we'll try to get rid of that missile launcher. Those missiles missed us. So, I mean, are these guys just going to die out from O2 here? Because I feel like that might be what's happening. Correct. Examination of the miners' camp databanks revealed that the miners were abducted by raiders. Oh, okay. 4 suckers. All right. Well, if we're not going to that store, being able to get the kinetic lance online would be nice. And then when I run out of that and penetrators, I could just go to fuselage if I really just want to do full on as much damage as possible. I feel like one of my biggest threats here is evasion. The terror amplifier is also really useful for us, given our abilities. You know, I'm just going to put a point into sensors. The fools clinging to the will of the emancipated Tsar. For humanity to win, we must embrace change. Ooh. Demons. I guess the displacement field emitter is not really going to do a lot for me here. Well, you know what? It does damage, but I could also charge up another kinetic lance shot. Shut down the heart. If I technovirus the heart, what happens? Well, I guess I can't heal at all. Interesting. Gonna hit a random room for some damage. Oh. Well, what's a tentacle among friends? Boom. So this is good. The fuselage is actually very good at dealing with demons. Heavy flare missiles or 4 hull integrity patches. I'm going to take those hull integrity patches. Thank you very much. And I guess I'm going to give 2 of them to you. And then 2 of them to you. This guy's got some nice rare cargo on him. What is that room? A thrall pit. Ooh. Okay. No, he can't do any damage to us. So, kinetic lance, penetrator, steal the chest, non-stop terror blasts. I guess we could start stealing crew out of there as well, if we were so inclined. Not clear how this guy's managing to break through my shields right now. Other than, I guess, ion weapons. Yes, the non-stop thralling here might be a problem. Ooh, this guy's willing to give me a servo husk. I'm gonna take that. You're 30-3. You are 60-3 with fire resistance. Put that homie on the doors. I don't know, this guy on engines, maybe? Will my husks just start hanging out together? All sounds a bit suspicious to me. So I can get a little bit suspicious at times. Just a smidge. All right, we're going into this boss fight. $55. This guy's a bit more wounded than I would have liked, but that's okay. He's going to heal 30%. Yeah, I think that's all right. So, speeding up the engine, give us some evasion. A giant necrophage. Your path crosses something ancient and pulsing, not dead, not quite alive. Your instruments twitch. The void has grown a tongue. You power your weapons, prepare to engage the monstrosity. So what are you? Possessed Enforcers. Spawns Imperial creatures on death. Husks. You got missiles, 3-shot bursts, 2-shot high-yield projectiles, A spread of subspace projectiles. You have so many things in here. You only have level 2 shields, which is nice, though you do have a shield charger, which is less nice. Oof. And you have a lot of psychic protection on your shields. All right, I'm gonna knock those missile systems offline then. Great, unless the kinetic lance decides to go in that direction. Dude, that's so many psychers. I did knock the missiles off, but not before a vortex launcher hits me. Dude, I guess let's just start hitting him with the fuselage down here. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, what is that? 5 ghouls in the back room. All right, these guys are extremely weak. This guy's also got the Blessed Blade, so he kills demons super fast. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're holding up okay here. We have our hull patches and stuff as well. You know what? We might as well use one of those just for safety's sake. Here goes the first round of the fuselage. Which actually did pretty good. It's just they targeted that shield charger up at the same time. Ouch, 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 ouch. Try this again. It's so many psychers down there as well, so. That's 7 shots. Man, I really wish I could have switched out the penetrator and the emitter here. I'm gonna grab. I couldn't grab any of them. Choices. All right, you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go for another round in this. I just start firing the terror amplifier there as well. Woof. Woof. Stay away from my weapon system, please. There's so much psychic protection here. Even when I get through the shield. That's bad. That's extremely very bad. How did he get pulled? He was there. Oh man, this is... Can I recall crew? Oh, I can't just recall them. All right, everybody return to stations. Dude, I don't know what happened with that servo husk just now. You know what? Actually, you and you are all going to go there right now. This guy's going to pop us a heal. In this room. And we're going to just start charging that fuselage again. CC. Hello. Welcome. Libby. Hi. No channel points because of the hot potato today. Today's all about that charity. Well, that's annoying. This guy's really good at killing things, though, so why don't I let them in? All right, I guess you're going to go there instead. A fiend. Good grief. At the rate this is going, I'm not so sure about it. Immune to suffocation. So when did my terror blaster break down? If I can't bust this shield. Okay, there goes my commander. But very temporarily. You need to come down here and fight this demon. Right there, actually. Dang it. You go there, then. Dude, he has so many psychic shields. I literally cannot get through them. I've done a total of 3 damage to a ship. He hasn't done a ton to us either, I will say, but it is starting to add up. Let's try this again. How long are we potatoing for today? We're going to start potatoing in an hour and 15 minutes, and we'll be potatoing for, I believe, 3 hours. Oh, that guy just vanished. Okay, what are you guys doing? Casting projectiles that deal damage. Cast a projectile that applies -3 DPS to hostile crew. More missiles. Okay. Oh my god, we actually hit the shields. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Are ghouls immune to suffocation? No. Alright, we lost 1 husk there. I don't know how that guy spawned right there, but I've got the super shield charged up. I wish we just yeah, if I could swap these out, man. Because if I could hit that with the penetrator right now instead of the fusillade, it would be a lot better for us. They've got those shields back up again. Oh, what a sneak. All right, fusillade, do your work. Achievement unlocked. Begone, foul creature. Teleport an enemy border back to the enemy ship. I guess they did that themselves. Can I steal that chest? Potentially. The penetrator here should still take out those shields, right? Yes. What happened to my chest thief? I want the chest and then I'm gonna run. God damn it. That goddamn psychers. It's another missile. Missed us. Okay. All right, they've got double shields back up again here. And they've got another psyker on this. This is a hell of a war of attrition right now. And they've got the shield. We're gonna jump. I'm just gonna lose everything if I try to do that, man. Ugh. Let's go exclusion zone. What a mess. What a good God mess. Well, I think probably I'm just going to use this other hull integrity patch right now. And then I don't have enough to upgrade for anything, so... Have I tried asking him to turn off his shield? Maybe being nice helps? Caught in a rift storm, a Technocult ship appears. Our flux capacitors are damaged beyond repair. The Relic aboard our ship will never make it back to the Enclave. I feel like I remember doing this before, which is like you give them the spare flux and then they attack you anyway. The Machine Priest accepts your flux capacitors. You tell them that they gave you all the capacitors you can spare. They grow impatient and simply begin attacking your ship. Yeah, that's what I thought. One beam, one. They also cannot break us. Their engine is busted. I think let's just break that. They did get it up a little bit. That's annoying. What have you done to my shields? Repairs are disabled. Okay. Here's a tasty breach and some stunning suffocations. Guess we can keep most of this charged. Why don't we... See, they don't really have anything I want, so... We could opt to pull a bunch of them out. At least get the 2v1s in there. Anything I hit him with is going to go boom right now, so... Let's just go boom. Inability to write things in the Book of Grudges. In the Book of Grudges. Soon, don't worry. A sigil of rot. Poison does double damage to enemy crew. I mean, if I discard it, I just lose it. I might as well install it. Do I want it? Not really. Detect the vessel coasting at speed. Its profile is smooth, organic, and strangely unreadable. Its shadow stretches against the subspace fractures at angles towards your hull. Cool. This is like a Slanesh ship. I actually haven't seen these guys before. Photon Cannon 3 fires 3 shots and stuns crews. Photon Cannon 1. Photon Beam 1. All right. Well, you can definitely break my shields. But I can also break your shields. We gotta do that, and we gotta do that, and then that. And honestly, I think while you're stunned in there, I'm gonna grab all 4 of you and bring you to my ship. What are you? Interfacers. A cloned soldier from an exocultural civilization, genetically human but augmented with a variety of enhancements. Faster reaction speed, improved spatial reasoning, and refined combat ability. Ooh, they have 5 attack. While they're stunned. We can just pop them with a bunch of that. Knock their weapons offline. Okay. Sure, let's grab another 4 of them across. Let's see how they deal with no oxygen then. Ooh, ow, ooh, that doesn't sound good. We should be fine, but... I'm gonna lock those doors. Pull this one guy across while he's stunned. Yeah, man, they're definitely doing some damage here. We'll just grab this last guy then. If these guys dance around. Yoink. 50 scrap. An unusual signature is left behind by the enemy ship. Approach the signature. You approach the signal and retrieve what appears to be a compact reactor unit. Miniaturized and far beyond Imperial design. You dismantle it for 70 scrap. Infernal energy detected. There is a shop right there. I'd like to upgrade my guns 1 point. Because that way, like, I could drop the penetrator for the fusillade or something. You know, I could at least... I could put on the 2 of those, maybe. Drop, like, yeah, there's stuff we could do for that. Especially because, like, I'm not going to want the displacer on here. Thunder cannon, disruptors, shiv missiles. Triple shields. Yuck. Why don't we do that and that? And then we'll also just stop those shields from being healed. I like that they fix up the hull breach. Christy, hello. Might need an ion gun. It might not be a bad idea. I'm not really sure quite what our setup is yet for these weapons. Oh, they got the shield booster. No, those fires actually help me out. Pretty cool of them. Try firing the penetrator along with this. Okay. A lot of weird stuff going on here, but we're making it work. What's up with your shields? Oh, they're being repaired. My bad. A greater demon heart weapon. Okay, don't love that. That's a lot of demons. Oh man, you're gonna have to take over here. Okay, you in there, you in there, you in there. You're coming in here. We've almost got that ship down. I know this guy is slow, but he's doing a really good job, so. Little baby fleshling. All right, everybody back to your stations. It's no problem, just a couple of demons. I have a penetrator. I'm going to drop it like it's on. I think that might be correct, yep. Checking in Discord, friendly reminder that your hot potato begins in 1 hour. Thank you. I'm very excited. Cannot wait to potate. Intruders. Demons. Spawns toxic gas on death. Well, one at a time, I suppose. We're gonna need to charge you up. What does this guy have? He's got also one of these fusillades, which could be pretty nasty for us. Oh, that also does damage. Poor guy just getting poisoned and suffocated at the same time. It's a rough day. Who's got the holy sword? This guy does, the hex priest. Basically because he's most likely to need it. It's not a huge problem. All right. Fire that kinetic lance. Let the fuse lot go and then start charging up the penetrator. Nice. Okay, that was very good. That fuse lot absolutely slaps, that's for sure. Let's get rid of that. You know what? I might also just turn on the displacement emitter here so I can steal this. Bit of extra special sauce. Punch those shields out. Or miss. That's also an option. It's not an option I would really say that I love, but... How did that not break? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, homie, you got to get down here. Because those guys are not going to sit there for long. That's a nasty little pack of them. You actually can't do that, could you? Nice. Okay. Stun those guys before we send in the troops. I love that for us. I'm actually not sure what that Terror Blast is doing for us at the moment. Just have both of you go in there and fix that. We get the vault, which gives us an assault sledge. All right. We're getting stunk up here real bad. Okay, we gotta finish these guys off. I tire of the foolishness. Of course, there's one last big monster trying to come in. A tactical exoskeleton. 50% suffocation resistance, 15 HP, and 25 move speed. Now, could I put that on someone who has suffocation resistance? I could. Like this guy. Oh no, you don't have a armor slot. That fortress shield is just like so good on him. You know what? I could swap that. Let's do this. That's a tool. Oh, damn. All right, I'm going to give that to him then. It's not like the best, but it makes him immune to suffocation, which means I can just leave. Right, because then I could just leave his area completely vented all of the time. There's not going to be fire or gas. So that actually kind of works out better. This guy has fire resistance 90, so I don't really feel like extra fire resistance is going to do much for him, but I guess. We'll also give him the assault hammer. Just in case. Just in case. And then, yeah, we can just leave that vented all the time now. Pop by the merchant. Say hello to everybody over here. These are my weapons. Thunder cannon, fusillade, heavy ion lance. Okay. Husk rack. Barrier relay. For every other weapon you fire, gain a force shield on a random room. Circadian stabilizer. And a thrice cursed reliquary. Frequently gain a dark matter prism after defeating an enemy ship. Those are the ones that let you teleport. And a force shield on a random room. What if I had multiple fusillades and I just absolutely bombarded the computer? 27 and 16. It's 32. It's a bit off on timing. Oh, this is a lance, but it does 5 ion damage. Here's the thing. I like the lances, but I don't like... They're really bad against bosses, and I feel like bosses are my biggest threat right now. I actually think I'm going to sell this kinetic lance, and I might actually buy this fusillade. There's something about that that makes sense to me. Sell off those missiles. We could get a husk rack. Oh yeah, the sigils of rot. Can we sell that? Oh no, we can only uninstall it. I mean, I could uninstall it and pick up a barrier relay. That's really leaning into the RNG. Husk racks are great, but without the ability to get onto the enemy ship, they're a lot less valuable, and we don't really have the right items for them either. Just that, like, 90 is a lot here. $36 to repair everything. That we probably should do. 2 and 3. Yeah, so like I can rock both of them right away. Can't get to that shipyard. Definitely need to repair. I feel like the barrier relay is better with quick firing weapons, but I don't know. I guess I don't know how long the force shield lasts either. We don't really have a lot of systems right now. Yeah, let's do it. No way to learn but to try it. Encounter an unusual biomechanical vessel attacking what appears to be an Imperial supply barge. We are under attack by an unknown vessel. We'll defend you. You move into attack range of the vessel and your comms array intercepts one of their transmissions. Hostile posture confirmed. EM scatter indicates weapons charging. Forward batteries are active. Recommend immediate combat posture. System manning bonus doubled. Interfacers. These are crazy. There's so many of them. You have 2 photon cannons and a photon beam. What is that room? Sensors. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Miss, miss, miss. Goddamn, dude. I'm gonna have someone on engines right now. I've got everybody in the wrong spot. Okay. I guess we might as well Terror Blast them. Oh, this I did not realize. The barrier relay is like a full force shield. I'm going to put on the penetrator because if we break 1 level of shields with this fusillade. God, how did I miss that? How do you fire 7 shots and miss? All right. All right. Barrier relay is pretty good. Can't knock it. got value. Beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. That should wipe them out. Get out of here, you dweebs. 50 scrap. These guys give us another 57 scrap. Wow, okay. Well, we just refilled our scrap zones quite a lot. Okay. How much for shields for? 180... 200 and something? Rift storms periodically disrupt your sensor scans. You discover an arcane vessel in the process of gathering subspace psych chem. Yeah, let's mess him up. He is all psychers. Hi, Mona. What do you cast then? Summon Thrall. That's okay. Oh. Our weapons started basically fully charged. You got a hull ripper and an ion tunneler, as well as a siege beam. All right, I gotta be real. I don't love that combo. Now, how come that didn't cost two different things? He asks. Just absolutely rocking their ship with everything we have available. Oh, hello, Mona. Somebody wants to come in and say hi a little early today. How you doing, you big fluffy princess? Quick little Mona break here. Look at this angel. Look at this angel. She's been very sleepy lately. We've been putting in a lot of fires in the evenings, and man, she went from being like, this is scary, to now being like, I am obsessed with the fire. Please put the fire in. The fire is warm. I want to nap in front of the fire. Hi. Os, os, os. Little baby angel. Uh-oh. Something's coming at us. Sufficiently advanced technology. Block an enemy psychic power using a micro shield. Oh, cool. These guys are like, we'll cut off all their oxygen. Oh no, wait. We need that oxygen too. All my weapons got ion tunneled. Woof. That's obviously not going to do anything, but can't swap it out until we have a chance. All right, these tweebs are trying to send more guys across. Love it. They keep putting thralls in there against him. Not gonna hold very well. All right, let's actually keep those rooms vented. He'll be okay. Not ideal if that keeps getting hit. Okay. You're immune to suffocation. fine. You don't take a lot of damage from it. You could actually just bounce and suffocate them there. An unnecessarily complex fight. Okay, that's as much as I can really do to their shields right now. So let's get that psychic blasted as well. Give that a bit of breathing room. My shields just got absolutely tanked, so let's get rid of their weapons. I'm just gonna have everybody return to stations here. All right, well, that was a bit all over the place. Mona came to blow up the ship. Praise be to the Eldritch Floof. She tried her best. Sensors pickup appears to be a survey vessel of unknown origin. Photo cam. Yeah, we could hail you. You hail the vessel and receive a response within moments. Transmission acknowledged. This is a Class 4 survey operation under Directive 295. The vector intersects a restricted zone. Adjust course by 0.44 radians to avoid contamination. All right, let's adjust course. As you adjust course, a low band frequency follows. Deviation corrected. Harmonic integrity preserved. Satisfied with your compliance, the unknown vessel powers up its drives and departs. In its wake, your sensors detect an unusual harmonic signature. Decoding the signature reveals a set of stellar coordinates. Let's plot those coordinates. Ooh. Oh, quest. I'm not sure I've ever seen quest. I'm gonna charge up just a bunch of gabagoo here because this guy's only got one level of shields, so. Hull breach. Okay. Multiple hull breaches. All right, they're not too bad. Seems like they really want to keep my shields ionized. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Let's move you there. Let's move you there. Fire the penetrator. Fire the displacement emitter. Technovirus that heart. Okay. Drop those off, and I think charge up the fuselage then. It's not ideal, whatever that demon spawn is. Nice! It hit the psychic bubble. I was like, what just happened to one of my lights? Did it turn off somehow? Mona is just sitting directly in front of it. These cats, what a way they have. Ooh. All right, you know what? I don't need to go in there yet. Let's blow up the rest of the ship. Get all my shields back online. Come on, that's an insane amount of misses. Something is chewing its way through this door, and that has me concerned because it's almost definitely a demon. Immune to suffocation, immune to poison, unstable. Okay, so they just go boom boom. All right. Let's go this way. This guy's the one who's immune to suffocation. Why don't we have him go deal with the hull breaches? Seeing as I won't get hurt. He's also good at repairing, so we can get our sensors back online. Quest? Gotta do a quest, right? I gotta know what's happening there. We're pretty donged up. I'm just going to put a point in the shield so that it doesn't necessarily break it right away. You arrive at the stellar coordinates decoded from the harmonic signature of the unknown survey vessel you hailed earlier. You encounter the wreckage of several similar vessels. Among the wrecks, you discover a few containers marked Space Defense Force Classified Asset, Division, Instrumentality, Photon Beam. Does not affect shields. 50% chance to stun crew in target room. Hull damage per room hit. I think I'll swap them out. I'm not really like teleporting the enemy onto my ship anymore. At least we haven't really been. My face pretty donged up? It is. It's a pretty donged up face. Intruders detected. It's fine. This guy can just solo them. You know what? I think I'll just leave him here for now. This might just be where he kind of ends up hanging out. I'm going to charge these so I also fire them both at the same time because I shouldn't be staggering them this much. That was a little bit of damage. Did we do more than that? Still 2 points. Yeesh. All right. Wow, he's holding up okay. So, let's go fuselage, penetrator, photon beam. Across these three. Can't really knock that. And then boom. Love it. An engineer who's a machine priest or a flare beam. High chance of hull breach, requires 3 power. Beam length 85, beam length 50. Oh, dude, machine priests are really good for us though, because we do have this like +2 DPS, so he'd have 6. Let's see. I think I gotta take him. too often have my engines been put under siege. It doesn't feel good. So we'll keep everybody locked in like this. And we'll swing by the weapons dealer. Because why not? You've got a heat beam, an inferno beam. Creates fire, high chance of fire. And an auto disruptor. Seldom encountered variant of the disruptor relies on the use of exotic materials to retrieve a high cycle rate. Charge time of 4. Okay. Fire suit, immunity to fire. Havoc maul. 2 DPS against targets with over 100 max HP. Extra damage to nearby enemy systems on kill. Fell axe, DPS in medium rooms. Slightly damages nearby enemies. I gotta be honest, I think this auto disruptor is better than the penetrator. Honestly, it might be better than the Fusillade 1. It takes 3 power. I'm just thinking with the barrier relay, like, this basically guarantees that I have 4 shields up constantly. Finally finish that game. Large games get so leggy at the end, and they can, you know, a little bit. Lots of death and destruction for the pure good species. Victor's right. Written by the Victor. I mean, I don't really want these fire shields, so let's grab that auto disruptor. Let's get rid of the penetrator. I like that this does like hull breach and fire and everything, but... Or do I get rid of the Fusillade? Um, 30-35s. I don't really know if the photon beam is all that worth it. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the penetrator. I will pick up that fell axe. I will also repair to the max. That fell axe is for medium rooms, so something like this servo husk would be the best with it. Or this guy in the back. Either or. Yeah, we're gonna need to upgrade weapons again. Okay. Well, now we know. Angels and Bastions, Phase Dog Summoners, Griffin Riders, solid lineup. Oh yeah, a lot of like tier 4 stuff in there. The shrines that move around and Titans. Oh my god. Tech, you know? Tech rush. Let's go Imperial sector. There's only one more sector left to go. Well, I mean... There's this sector, there's one more sector, and then there's the final sector. So we got a little bit of distance left to get. Let's temporarily cut this here, though, because that's all the time we have for right now. So we'll have to splice this into a second video. So, where were we when we left this off? We had just entered a new sector. We got all of our fusillades ready. We recently picked up an auto disruptor, which does super fast shot ion damage. And we have our photon beam as well. That's right. So, what are we really in need of? We got the barrier relay, the ocular laser implants, and the circadian stabilizer. We don't have any boarding. We don't have any husk racks. I think at this point I seem to be going gun heavy. So like the Circadia stabilizer is not necessarily the right thing that we want. The barrier relay is okay. The ocular laser implant isn't bad because we do have like 2 tech priests, 2 machine priests. Obviously, one is just an engineer. I'd love to get more actual hex priests. So maybe none of these guys are merc contractors. There's a mercenary broker at the end. I can't remember if going through an Imperial shrine while you already have one activated will give you anything better. Let's just go south. Double checked on Project Zomboid, and yes, they list multiplayer co-op as a functioning feature for user-created servers. Working on NPC survivors and actual optional story missions. For the current, most updated version of Zomboid, I have a lot of questions. All right, we got a big bad ship here. Four shields. I can't steal chests anymore. We no longer have our chest stealer. Thunder cannon, twin disruptors, grav beam, blight bombs, 2 blight bombs. You know what? I should not have used this, and I should have just used the auto disruptor. Because, yeah. Yuck. Big yucko. Blight bombs are doing serious damage here. Huge damage. All right, let's get that auto disruptor going. Okay, we got some heat coming in right now. Nice. That guy got psychic shielded. Oh, sorry. You got to be on auto fire here, buddy. God dang it, Bobby. Man, at this rate, I don't even think I can crack their shields. Like, the auto disruptor is really good for keeping the barrier relays up, but it ain't doing much more than that. That might... Nope. Got 2 blight bombs coming in. Yikes, yikes, yikes. These guys are all immune to suffocation. Well, not all of them, but... I guess we can let some of them die off. Okay, can I do this? This guy's got 2 missile bays here right now. These guys are fine to fight these demons. It's no problem for them. All right, this is working. The auto disruptor will eventually break it down. It does seem to be the case. It just takes them a hot second to break through all the levels of shields. And if I turn it off auto fire by accident, then it will not do it. Lord have mercy. Ooh, that is way too close for you, buddy. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right, we gotta lock in here. Here go my shields. Let's get that stuff juiced back up. More god dang demons. Okay. This guy's in some sort of stink chamber right now. Good grief. Can we get out of there? Goodness griefus. All right, that was a bit messier than I wanted. But I did learn that the auto disruptor does eventually remove all shields, which is hyper valuable. It also makes something like a siege cannon on the ship potentially be very, very good. Found the best hot potato reward for you. Glitter beard. Glitter beard, your hairspray a spot of beard. Pour glitter on it. Hairspray all over the top to hold it. That is not a bad idea. I actually thought about having glitter as a reward this year. I wasn't sure how it would work, but it was on the maybe deck. You pass by a large number of cargo haulers loitering aimlessly. One of them broadcasts a haranguing speech and is met by wild cheers of the other captains. We investigate, and one of the ships heads towards us. Oh, it's full of Centurions. Okay. Oh, it's full of Centurions, and they've got a launcher. The good news about this, if they send guys to our ship, we can generally just suffocate them. No, I'm not allowed any guns. Please, sir. Dude, this guy doesn't mind. He'll fight. You're immune to fire, so I'm okay with you in there. You can join him back up. Thank you very much. This auto disruptor is missing far too frequently for my taste. Oof. Barely keeping these shields up online right now. These barrier relays, I gotta be honest, man, I wouldn't mind a few more of these. Oh, you are very on fire down here. All right, you can go over that way. Torched my oxygen. Like, this is the problem. I need to keep everything on auto fire right now. Here we go. Yeah. Miss, 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 miss. 4 misses. What is the evasion on this guy's ship that he can pull that off? I have no oxygen coming in here right now because they unpowered it. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Let's, I mean, the most sense would be like if I could hit all of those rooms, but I guess let's do those guys. As long as the auto disruptor keeps hitting the shields, like they don't get shields back, so I can use this little photon beam for just taking care of everything else on the ship. I think one of the best things we could actually do once we get level 4 shields is just start upgrading our engines. Because if we make it that we're really difficult to hit with these barrier relays, in theory, we could just like chip people down like that. Maybe a better photon beam. I might even replace the fuselage too with a big photon beam. Which I think could work. I'm gonna hit up the Imperial Shrine because I think it fixes the ship. Yeah. And heals everybody. Ship, armaments, equipment, and consumables. You know what? We got 140. We might as well visit. There's an Inferno Beam, a Radiant Blaster, and a regular disruptor. Eviscerators, Cult Blades, Pressure Suits, immune to suffocation. Ooh. Interesting. You have immune to fire. You do not have immune to suffocation, but you work in the engine. I'm going to give you a pressure suit. Suffocation, no breathing. The ship is full of poop. No, not again. Sanderfy, hello. How we doing, dude? Welcome, welcome. This guy is in the shield bay. Cult Blade. The Eviscerator restores HP. Is that what you have on right now? No, you have Arc Talons though, which is also really good for you. So I can leave these 2 rooms permanently vented now, which is excellent. I might buy a couple of these hull patches just in case. You know what? They're not bad to have. I wouldn't say I dislike having them. And then we're going to give ourselves a little extra juice here. As we carry on. Lost my watch streak. You owe me 38 back. Oh my god. So I guess if I disable channel points, it just kills the watch streaks, hey? That's unfortunate. I turned it back on after stream, but I don't know if that works. You to watch the stream or a clip of it afterwards to keep the streak. What are the streaks for? It's just another thing Twitch is trying to do to make sure people watch every day. Help deliver a shipment of life-saving medicine to a distant hab colony. Okay. Meg Pulse 2. 3 projectile counts, stuns crew in target room for 5 seconds. 0 damage though. Well, that's a quest, so I'm obviously going to go do that. Hungering Regents. Oh, I'm sure somebody could use those. Just in case we need any demons. Never ever disable the points anymore. Just turn off the individual rewards. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Half Mind, hello. You won a game this morning, my dude. Congratulations. These guys say they're powering up their stuff, so I got a funny feeling I'm not going to have any way to stop them. What if I just did that? They're launching another guy towards me? Whoa. Gotta give it to him. These are some big lads. All right, we're gonna start bringing those shields now. Let's turn on the photon beams. And I think I'll go like... that maybe? Oops. Stuns the enemy crew. That's okay. We win that fight. Let that guy start getting bled out. Might even just be able to do some suffocation damage here. Honestly, this auto disruptor is serious business. The fact that I can just like melt all of their shields, guaranteed. Unless I guess they have a shield recharger. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. Still love me even if you're back to 0 watches. I appreciate that. Doing some cleaning and housekeeping. Newton, enjoy, my dude. Great way to start the week. Cleaning as part of housekeeping? You waste words. What are you, some sort of Grammarly app or something? You arrive at the delivery destination, Imperial orbital hab colony. Suddenly you're intercepted by a local system defense patrol vessel. They ask if you have any cargo to declare before you inspect your ship. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I've done this with a death cult before, and this is actually like chaos poison. I'm going to declare the medication in my cargo, even though, yeah. We've been aware of some cases where death cultists have been approaching passing ships to spread their blight. Submit your cargo for inspection. I submit. The contents of the vials indeed turn out to be death cult mutagenic agents. Suddenly you witness through a view screen the crew of the patrol ship writhing in agony. It changes course and collides with the Hab colony. As you scoop up some of the scrap ejecting from the collision, your comms pick up various choking, garbled screams of terror and anguish. You get 100 scrap. All right, here's the thing. I really do want to save up for more people at this next shop, but 100 bucks could also just do this for me. And now I have shields level 4. And that's a pretty good deal. A chromic warship. Fantastic. Unless they intend to come over here. But I don't think they can do that. Uh-oh. Summon a Warbringer. Do damage. Well, I guess here's the thing. We do have these like relay shields. So it's possible we'll just break those. Yeah. Oh, dude, these barrier shields are excellent. Top tier. Once this fuselage has fired, let's charge up the photon beam. I guess I should probably actually shoot out their weapons. It do make a lot of sense. I like that it also stuns them. My dearest photon beam, you're not going to do much good if their shields are up and we keep missing them. I guess this is the downside of the auto disruptor, is if they have a lot of evasion, it can be hard to chunk that shield down. Because you basically have to hit repeated shots. I should save my terror amplifier for when I see people casting psychic spells. That'd be the way to do it. Boop, boop, boop. No problem. The explosion leaves minimal salvageable material. We can choose from one of two things. An assault harness. Your crew will stun nearby enemy crew upon destroying a door. Now, I actually have a guy who like destroys doors almost automatically. And then the penetrator. We had a penetrator before. Require power 2. Would I be better off using that instead of a fuselage? I'm not sure. Quicker charge, better hull damage, shield piercing, so it's guaranteed to get through, or more likely to get through. Making a bunch of money, gonna cause all their lords to betray them. Playing Bannerlord, nice. Yeah, we're probably gonna play some after this run. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for that. Oh, it's a module. No, I'm not gonna go for that. Go back, take the penetrator. Didn't realize that. An orbital colony is in the midst of celebrating the overthrow of an Imperial governor. You obtain a weapon from the colonists, liberated from the personal collection. An eviscerator. Nice. Fortunately, I don't really have anybody in small rooms, but I'm sure I must have somebody who needs a weapon. For Venus. You're in a big room. Well, still heals you. Okay, so I have a Mag Pulse and a Penetrator here to sell. High Magisters, Greater Warseers, and Warseers. Scavengers. Grab Spears. Chaos Engines. Doot, 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 doot. I'm not sure I really want any of these guys. I could take a Greater Warseer. That way, at least we have like a Psyker slot. Right now, we don't have any Psykers on the ship. But I feel okay with that. Rule of space, that all the loot you see before you, you should only take one. Why can't you just pick both? Right? Did I see the damage on that sword? Yeah, against over 100 max HP. So it's really good for killing things like Centurions. And some of the big demons. Dude, I don't think I'm going to buy any of these. No, I don't think so. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to put another point on our guns here. That way we can have both the auto disruptor and the Fusillade 2 online. This will really help this break down the shields faster on the first round. And then I can swap that out for the photon beam and the Fusillade 1 after it fires, and that'll keep our barrier shields up as well. Dang, what a busta. You briefly detect a chromic vessel on your sensors without it detecting you in return. The violent ionic pulses of the nearby star have masked your presence. Ooh, because we have improved sensors, we can manually tune our sensors to track the enemy. It is caught completely by surprise. It looked like all of its weapons were... okay, cool. It's just like you start with all your weapons preloaded. Oh, nice. Can I actually get 4 rooms here? No, we'll just go with those 3 then. Break its shield supercharger. Yeah, all of our weapons started pre-charged. So good. Oh, you have a siege beam as well. Interesting. I think let's keep that crew bay broken and just rip his ship apart. That works for me. Must stink in there. Not the nicest place to be. This guy's got a lot of storm cannons. What gun did I just fire? The Fusillade 2? I'm very confused about what I was doing there, but What's done is done. Ow. Big owie, in fact. What is that? A thrall? Oh, prototype bombards. Stink cannons. Okay, you got demons to fight. Thankfully, you're very good at doing that. These guys still don't have oxygen. Okay, now they do. I just hit it while like all of its shields were still up. Let's just vent that room temporarily. Vent those rooms temporarily. Miss all of our shots. Scrap some shields. Great. Let's go Demon Heart, shields, weapons. That's probably the three things we need to be taking out the most. Oh yeah, that ain't where you want to be, homies. And also certainly ain't where you want to be. Okay, okay, okay. We'll do this again. 1, 2, 3. Great. No problem. Oh, except for this little guy. Go smash him up. I mean, at least we have that circadian stabilizer. We get a nice rest stop here at the Stargate, and we move towards the Imperial core worlds. Poop ship. It's poop everywhere in my raccoon wounds. All this poop in my raccoon wounds. Missile bays, systems, and consumables. Crew contacts and psycho. So, like, I'd love to get a siege beam. I have 22 munitions. I think the other thing I save up for is probably just like engine upgrades. I have to go down here to check this systems bay. That's a bit disappointing. Yuck. Siege bombard and a siege beam. That means we're just getting hit with it. Let's get these weapons back online. God, what I would give for more of those barrier relays. Oh, nice. Caught those demons out. Stink, stink. Guys, come on. Stop missing the ship. Here we go. Don't love that. They managed to get the shields back up like in mid-beam. Okay, there we go. At least that siege bombard is down now. The shield's a little bit messed up. Nice. How was I getting 4 rooms here with this? That's the only way for me to do it, hey? Or... can also go there. You know what? That's not bad. Oh, it's gonna blow the ship up anyway. Bit of extra scrap. What do you got for me, lads? You got Death Mages, High Magisters, War Seers, Imperial Scribes, Imperial Acolytes. Imperial Acolytes have 4 shields. I'm gonna buy one of you. Let's move these husks down to the bottom page. Yes. So I can guard my weapons bay with him to ensure that I'm always shooting, because if I'm always shooting, it guarantees I get barrier relays up. Okay. I think we could work with that. These guys lock on tight right away. We got missile bays, graviton bombs, and hull rippers. Okay, let's drain those rooms in the meantime. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, there goes my oxygen. So we're gonna have to find some way to fix that up. I don't love these missiles hitting me. So let's just try to do a little number on them. Get you back out of here while we wait for oxygen to come back in. Good grief, this guy's got a lot of boom boom. It's always this like mix of like, where do I do the most damage versus like what is the most important to hit right away. Okay, big scrap money though. Noroth, hello. Bought this Saturday. You're somewhat addicted. Only won once on normal as a witch. Nice, dude. It takes a bit, but you'll figure it out. It makes more and more sense as time goes on. Once you start seeing like the combinations of like the really broken stuff, it'll really hook up. Cast a flaming projectile. Shield an area. Let's just terror blast you. Your shielding projectiles do nothing to me. Or your flaming projectiles, I mean. Nice if we could get that shield down instead of letting it charge all the way back up to 3. I already broke my shield back there. There we go. All right, we're gonna go for the 4 of them. Did not hit the weapons, but tapped a few other things. I am desperate for more psyker shields here. Oh, you have a siege bomber. That's what's hitting me so much. Yeah, let's get rid of him for sure. I was wondering, like, what is just dummying my shields over and over again? That suddenly makes a lot of sense. Okay. The auto-destructor fusillade combo on the shields is pretty solid. He's gone for a psychic shield there, so I think I'm just gonna tap the other parts of his ship. In the meantime, you ain't going nowhere. Boom. A welding torch, 50% repair speed, or a thunder cannon. Requires power 1, charge time of 12, small chance of fire, small chance of hull breach, minor damage, 2 hull damage per shot, charge time of 12. Only fires 1 shot though. This game just seems like better FTL, even being a clone. Yeah, I often refer to it as just FTL 2.0. Coming after and being able to learn from it. Yeah. 500 hours in FTL, so it's not that bad. I know, right? It's one of those games that's very easy to stack hours on. Okay, so here's the thing. A welding torch, very useful. I mean, this is kind of my melee guy, this Hex Priest. I always forget about this Technovirus as well. We haven't been using this at all. I could put that on the Engineer instead of the hull integrity patches. Give him 100% repair speed. I don't know that the Thunder Cannon's going to do anything for me. So I think we're going to go with that. So he's going to have to go to that side then. Okay. I got 1 shop to hit. A Hull Reaper. Micro shields. Displacement bomb, Hellfire missiles, acid missiles. You know what? A Hull Reaper could work for us. Shattered Regents. I'm gonna give you that. And I'm gonna give him that. Hope we remember it. Can't upgrade the Reaper anymore, which sucks. So I think we're just going to go with extra engines. Yeah, right. A vast and terrible vessel appears before you. It is a doom engine, an infernal monument to interminable war. Its transmissions are incoherent, but the hostile intent is clear. It moves to attack. So I'm going to summon a sword on my ship to start us off. We're going to get the force shield going. We'll get the auto disruptor there along with the missiles. I don't know who these casters are, but let's Terror Blast one of them. Oh no, the sword's gonna go after you. Okay, so we're gonna send you with them. Been slowed here already. Wow, my enchanted sword just got instantly destroyed. Okay. Yeah, they're turbocharging their shields. So close. I just need to get it down for like a split second to hit it with the Reapers. A lot of ions. Here we go. There we go. So we could probably hit that there and this guy. What are their missile bays? Burst of ion missiles. Ion damage. 4-shot volley. Powerful beam. That's a rapid heavy siege beam. Okay. Excellent. And then it has that burst ability. Okay. This guy's immune to suffocation. A breach is not a problem for him. I'm gonna terror beam that shield repair. You know what? Let's do that. I don't know why I haven't technovirused that shield already. A little bit foolish. And then let's hit those guys with a bit of a photon beam. We got another hull ripper coming up soon. Okay. Trying to kind of figure out where like the best damage I can get for this is gonna be. I'm not sure there's any spot here where I can hit 4. There. Okay, that's not bad then. Protective wards materialize around the enemy vessel ship, shielding them from harm. You hear the sound of intruder alarms. A pair of war machines. Assault cyborgs. Are on our ship. Oh, buddy. Where's the other one? Oh, it's back there. You're not going to be able to hold him. So there's the classic problem here of like, I could try to suffocate this guy out and actually do quite a lot of damage. But I've lost my doors at the moment, so. My Terror Blast is currently locked. So I'm gonna just hit you with that at the moment and hope for the best. All of his stuff is currently still immune. Can I break it at all right now while it's immune? I don't think so. No, I can keep it ionized, but that's about it. Okay, you're good. You can come back down. Took a lot of damage fighting that cyborg. Okay, I'm going to have you repair that. His shields are absolutely maxed out again right now. Let's just swap over the Fuselage because photon beam don't do much good. Oh, while he's in there, he drains power. Okay. Oof. There goes our command throne, so we've lost all evasion. This guy can actually boogie now because he doesn't need to be. Swarm of ion shots. Why don't we close that breach while that guy gets killed off. We'll do a beam of that there and a beam of that there. Amazing. You go back here, you go back here, you go back here at the moment. Okay, never mind. You go back there. Maybe you can go in there for right now. Okay, okay, okay. Try to hit those shields with another technovirus. Keep those 3 weapons broken. So that's fixed. You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. You got another force shield coming up. You can actually go out this way. Somebody has a hunger jar, right? Yeah. Let's get that guy in here too. He could do some tanking for us. Marinero, what's up, dude? Do not upgrade the evasion as a priority. I saw some people say it's better than shields. I mean, I don't know if it's better than shields. I'm definitely not following any meta. I'm just doing what feels like the right choice for me. If different ships have different evasion, probably. I mean, different ships will start with like a higher engine unlocked, for example. I guess we can terror blast our own room there. Why not? Do another photon beam play there. That did a ton of damage. And honestly, I like this hull ripper down here. Your vessel quakes before a surge of wrathful energies. A maelstrom of psychic power envelops the battle zone, coalescing into a number of fell champions. Many of the unholy beings manifest aboard your accursed ship, while others emerge from subspace rifts. Shock husks. And a hellbringer. Ooh, wow. Let's use a hull patch. Okay, our guy is fighting the Hellbringer, so that's really good for us. He also has deployable shields. I tell you what, let's deploy one of them there. The servo husk is getting battered. My regular husk is getting battered. He's okay, actually. Oh, that Hellbringer just, what did he teleport? I don't know we could do that. Can you come up here and then... Quite possibly, we could pick up a heal with this Hex Priest as well. None of our rooms are particularly damaged. While this Hungerer is tanking, I'm going to have this Hex Priest who's good against demonic units keep fighting. You know what? We're going to go this way. I want to interrupt that guy who's summoning. I should have cast down there, though, because they're hitting me with something else big. Okay, that dude just vanished. Oh, into the back room. Okay, my weapon system is in trouble. My Hull Reaper is in trouble. Yikes. All right, I'm gonna have to probably fix this room so that this guy can go and fix up breaches. Ooh, man, this is getting spicy. Let's shock you there so you don't break my guns. I mean, that's actually not charged. I'll drop the Fusillade right now so that we have a little bit of room. Okay, where did that demon just teleport to? Did he teleport back to the computer ship? You guys can all go fix that. Sorry, you need to be down there. Let's actually have you go there. I hit those shields again. Get you on engines. You've got that breach fixed, so let's move on. Oh, there he is. Ooh, he is tearing up that Magister. You know what? I'm just going to force shield it down here. Dude, this demon is just like playing me like a fiddle right now. I need my Hull Ripper up. Where the hell that demon gone? I don't like that he keeps vanishing. All right, well, we've kind of swapped some rooms around, but it's still working. This just broke down, so let's at least send a husk to repair it. There's multiple casters down here, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Get the double interrupt. Hellbringer's back. Can I get to him in time? I probably can. Let's use another hull repair patch. That guy flees. Okay, okay. Oh man, he does so much damage so quickly. We got one more. We got to do one more damage to him. I don't know what they just hit me with. How are you on Suffocation. Not great. Can you two switch maybe? Oh, the slow. Photon beam. Let's go. Torment 9 unlocked. At last, you've arrived at the Vault of Souls. Within it, you find a grand altar ablaze with argent fire. The Excruciator unlocked. The searing heat of eternity washes over you and your crew. Your souls sublimate into the infinite ether, heralding the age of pandemonium. You have fulfilled your destiny. I am surprised that we won with that build. I didn't really think we had anything super special there, but the auto disruptor is just so good. It almost needs nothing else. This one Hex Priest going around with the Blessed Blade and the Fortress Shield was also, like, clutch. We had pretty good items. I'll actually say that. Our build for items was pretty strong. Look out for a demon named Kitten. We get 6,000 residents? Hell yeah. So what do we unlock here? We unlocked the Overseer, Excruciator, the Petroglyph, Oblivion Cruiser A. Oh, man. Oh, cool. You start with a Stygian Worm, a Blood Witch who can summon thralls, and a Ritualist who sacrifices thralls to repair extra system damage and automatically seal breaches. This is a very cool ship. Thunder Cannon and a Twin Disruptor and a Pain Engine, 10 HP to all blood cultists. What do we just win? We just went with the Trilobite, which I guess is the Explorator B. And the variant C's, I'm not even. Arm of Gold, the Bone Spire. Well, I don't even have half of these boats. What's your variant? This one only comes with siege missiles. A Husk, a Blood Witch, and an Elder Blood Mage. Sacrifice a Thrall to reduce the cooldown to 3 seconds. Oh, when it comes with a Thrall Pit! Oh, this is a sick ship, dudes. You make Thralls for free, and then you sacrifice them to do Blood Spears. Cool. Instead of having weapons, you just do psychic damage. Enemy crews have even larger, stronger crews. It does seem like boarding is less valuable the more you go up torments. I mean, it's still good, but... How much do I have? 14. I have enough for the heiress. Gain 5 life on kill. Commander Psyker. She's wearing like Space Marine armor. A renegade scion possessed of unslakable ambition, renounced her inheritance and responsibilities in search of a fate beyond the stars. And she has hypnosis. That's so good. Capitalist. Starts with a bunch of items. Has a ton of slots. The Barbarian. Very chromic. Comes with a combat knife. You have stolen a sky raft. The stars once twinkled mockingly from the heavens. Now they quake, terrified beneath your superliminal stride. And a Doomweaver, fanatic oracle and judge of warriors from a gladiatorial world. If manning the command throne, instantly kill the highest HP hostile crew in target room. What? Otherwise, teleport to target room and deal 15 HP to hostile crew. That's crazy good. That's an insane ability. And she has a Psyker slot on top of that. Oh yeah, so do you. She has very little HP, but... Damn, dude. One of my biggest problems is like this one you can only get by buying it with residence. And then I think that's the Damnatio. Yeah, for sure. So once you buy Hull C, you can start unlocking the other ones for free. Cool. Well, then I gotta unlock this guy. We have just enough for it. One more on the wish list. This game is so good. The planetary invasions they just added are pretty cool too. You start with 2 dark matter prisms on this ship, an Imperial sorcerer and an Imperial marshal, along with a retributor 2 and a mag pulse and a thrice cursed reliquary, which makes these dark matter prisms. So you kind of have like temporary teleports on every round. It's a great ship, just covered in skulls. Very, very Warhammer. Very battle mace. 30,000. Mag pulse is also a stunner, and that's high chance of fire. Cool. Okay, so this is a boarding Imperial vessel. So the intention for this vessel is you are meant to board the enemy and then light them on fire. Creates fire on death. Fireball casts a flaming projectile. Yeah, this is a fire ship. Oh, that's sick. I love that. Hope these people had thick skulls. It makes a better hull. Now I gotta think like, well, who do we have? Who haven't we beat it with? We haven't beat it with the mutant. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to unlock new commanders. The mutant's the only person we haven't actually got a win with yet. Moves fast, door break speed. I mean, the roughneck could also be pretty good for a ship like this, but I guess we'll have to cut that into another video. Thank you so much for joining us for this little Void War run. Until next time.